Whoa, what a way to start stream. Duckman gifted 10 and then one more gift subs to the Tom Laughlin community. Congratulations to PQ Illustrations, Eternal Savvy, Bench Dude, Dreve, Wet Otters, Teal Chorus, Bibs the Bib, Venum Norvis, Ghoul Hero 13, and finally and individually, Surprise BSX. And thank you very much, Duckman. You're my most subscribingest viewer. A little treat on this evening. My hair sitting weirdly straight, looking dangerously like a bowl cut from that angle. Don't care for it. Good evening, everyone. Let me just... Yeah, there we go. Good evening, everyone. Congratulations on your gift sub, Savvy. Thank you for those emotes, and don't forget, you are now the proud owner of the Tom Champ and Raging Gay emotes on this channel as well. Feel free to try those for take them for a test drive. And since I've got everyone here, yes, I will answer chat's question. No, Amy is still very much the highest dragon on the food chain. Queen is above CEO in the hierarchy, but a very important dragon relative to its small stature is this fellow here, for sure, the CEO of DragonCorp, pharmaceuticals and more. And while I've got everyone here, I would be remiss... Yeah, now that you're all subbed, you're not allowed to leave for unpaid overtime. Indeed. Indeed. You get time and a half. However, naturally, there will be rampant wage theft. While I've got everyone here, I'm making a third attempt to get through this statement, I would like to start things off by just offering a reminder to everyone. I was working on a nice little spiffy advertisement I can run earlier today, but I haven't finished it yet. So we're going to do things the old-fashioned way again. And so I'd like to take this opportunity to remind all those present, on the off chance any of you are anime fans who follow me for voice acting stuff here, in anime, on Jello's channel, whatever, that I'm going to be having my first convention appearance next month. Oh, this doesn't center, huh? Alright, well, this is going to look a little jank. But I'm going to be at Miryoku-Con in Baltimore on the last weekend of August. And I'll be there all 3 days. Probably doing panels. I don't know exactly. They haven't published a schedule yet. And I'll be signing, autographing prints and personal items and everything else. And, ooh, let me see. I don't actually have an OBS scene that's just my webcam. Let me make one real quick, because I do want to show off some of the prints that I just picked up from the printers today. Just a second here. Let me bring you back here so you can see me and you can see the game again. Give me a new scene, if you would, please, OBS. This is just gonna be big ol' webcam. Video capture device. The webcam. Just make this the whole screen. Nothing fancy. You are correct. As per usual, I forgot to put the sound sources in here, but here we are. As I was saying, and you couldn't hear me, now that I've got the camera all occupying the whole screen, I was just gonna wander away from the camera for a second. And I wanted to show you the prints that I'll be signing and selling. Ooh, I got a hype chest on my own channel. Wow, cool. I want to show you the prints that I'll be signing and selling. These are the big versions. Nice bed. Thank you. If you want my bed, come to the convention, I'll sign it for you. So we got the star of the show. We got our boy Goma here. This is gonna be a little awkward with the microphone, but we'll try our best. Here he is in all his glory. I just got, this is the 11 by 17 inch version. I just got these from the printers today, after I had done a round of color correction on them, since converting from RGB to CMYK for print changes some colors. We got page 1 from One Piece. This is a vertical one, so it's a little hard to show on the screen, but it's both of his forms, Dino and Man, Dino Mantor. We got my boy Anubis from Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts. A wily schemer who's also very ridiculous, which is kind of like the best archetype of character that exists in anything, and my favorite one to play. We've got the Dragon Ball Daima cast poster, made by the same artist as my Goma print. Not commissioned specifically by me. This was sort of a group thing. A bunch of different VAs had asked for something like this. And so this has got pretty much all of the main cast, everyone who's worked with this artist, including my boy off to the side here, lurking, smirking, shirking his duties. Nailed it. And then finally, for now, I've got one print that's still in commission. So I expect to have another one also of my my boy from Anyway I'm Falling in Love with You. But then also we've got, actually, chronologically, the first one that was ever made for me. This is my my Tribe 9 Smug boy. He's very silly and foppish and definitely gay. And he's just kind of great. These are the 11 by 17s. There's also 8 by 10s. And I'll be selling and autographing and personalizing these, among other things, at the convention. So, that's what I'll be there for. If you're anywhere in the Baltimore area, if you're an anime fan, you want to come say hi, love to see you. Not sponsored by Coca-Cola. And now, let's get back to the game. Boop. Okay. Let me just put these back. All right. So, where we left off for DragonCorp. Here we go. For DragonCorp, I believe, last time on DragonCorp Z. Yeah, so we beat up the Arcane Dragons armies again, took back Omnisphere, didn't try to hold it, because once again, there's a giant stack of the Nature Dragon's forces right nearby, and this time they're accompanied by the Nature Dragon herself, which is, somewhat alarming, since those who have been following the series know that literally the entire thing this playthrough is hinging on is one extremely broken ability that this ruler hero has, that basically just reses her entire army, and she can use it every other turn in battle. So it is impossible to beat her in a battle without killing her first. And we don't know what they're doing. They've appeared from this direction, but I don't know if they're going to hang around and just guard Omnisphere, or if they're just going to come straight for Warehouse. So we've got my 3 armies hanging out here. I have a 4th that's underground doing some stuff. My units are decent, but not especially high tier. They're kind of comparable to these armies for the most part. So if they come at me, I'm just going to have to hope that being the defender in a siege will be enough to see me through, to make the battle, like, more winnable than it would be in the field. So, also, this is probably not actually a 3-stack. Now I realize they're standing in forest, and the Nature Dragons, got a magic racial thing that's, her Her units all have world map camouflage while in forest, so probably there's 6 units here. We just can't see 3 of them because they're standing in the forest. We can see the hero and the 2 things that don't have that enchantment because they're not units of her race. So, we've been spending a lot of time in battles around here. Not that many turns have passed. And I doubt we're going to be able to fight past a stalemate at the place we're at in the game right now, just because of how absurdly powerful this one ruler ability is. So kind of what we're hoping for now, the game plan at a high strategic sense, the Shadow Dragon, our purple ally, has a lot of troops, a lot of armies spread out. They just took out the white player, the white dragon that was down here. So we're down to a 4v2 now. I'm kind of hoping that when their units get in gear and actually start fighting up here, that will be a difference maker that will allow me to break the stalemate. But until then, I think we're going to kind of settle into a more defensive game and just try and tech up, or spell up, I guess I should say. Because if we want to overcome the Green Dragon armies on our own, we're going to need not just an 18 stack. We're going to need an 18 stack of many high-tier units so that we have the damage to punch through the enemy line and kill the ruler and then turn on the rest of the army, which is just not something we're going to have as long as our units, or as long as our armies are mostly like tier 2s and 1s. We're trying to get more enchantments, more fire damage that will be good against all the plant creatures that the Green Dragon is fielding. So for now, we're just gonna hunker down and hope to hold warehouse and try and pass turns and get our research bigly. Yeah. There's not a lot coming up in our, in these things that are gonna make us stronger in combat, unfortunately. Is there anything coming up in Chaos? Not really. Not in the way of direct power increases. Yeah. No, we're just gonna have to do our best. Gonna have to do our best. All right. So, we've got our 18 stack, but we want to keep building higher tier units. We're still building bastions here. We can't build tier 3 units here yet. I'm prioritizing getting the next town hall level so that we can build Spelljammer and better walls and stuff, since we may actually have to fight repeated defensive battles here, depending on how things go. That's about all we can do. That's about all we can do. So, these guys, they need to not be in range of the enemies, so I guess we'll just back them up to the city for now. And we're not going to get frisky and try and have them go off and, like, do other shit right now, because we need everyone there if we want to have any hope of being able to thwart their machinations. Let's see if our scout can hang out up here and continue to get stuff without getting run over by some random wandering army. Maybe. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it's Italy. Shadow Dragon, are we fighting Marth? I think I made that joke way back when, so I didn't want to repeat it. But you are free to, because it's been months. That's right. These guys are clearing out stuff here in case we want an outpost or we want to expand R&D all the way up there. So let's just get them ready to fight. It's that one. Okay. Yeah, you're just going to hang out. This scout is just grabbing money. So, grab money. Okay, now over here at the boardroom. Yeah, that would be really nice. That'd be great to have on our forward city. It doesn't really do anything back here, probably, unless the army tries to backcap us, runs all the way to our capital. I guess it's possible. We could actually use some more mana income now, because we're spending a lot on unit enchantments, and we're going to spend more. So we're going to get some of that. As the Materium guys, sieges are something we should theoretically be good at. Theoretically. The Materium has a lot of stuff for being the aggressor in sieges, a little more so than it has for defending in them, slightly surprisingly. It's got a bit of both, I suppose. Right. We don't have time for any of this stuff right now. We gotta build this stuff here. Let's see where the Green Army wants to go. Okay. Yep, that's all of them. Big boys. Big, thick boys. Will they go for the siege, or are they just going to go past to try and do something further deeper into my territory? But hey, we've got our transmutation circles up and running, so we are synthesizing all 3 of these. So we get more casting, faster research, and now all of our mana resource nodes grant 5 knowledge and 5 mana, which is pretty fucking nice. We just got like 50 more research per turn off of that, as you can see. Finished a bastion there. Think we'll make a Glade Runner. We can't make transmuters yet. We need to be tier 4 city, which we might want to do, even though we're not going to get the population boost for a little while. We may just need that so that we can build the tier 4 units. For now, yeah, let's make a Glade Runner. It's a pretty powerful archer unit. How far into my territory can these guys get? Decently far. The nice thing, shield units are normally tend to be a little on the slower side, but because my racial thing gives us these eagle mounts, my shield guys fly and move 40, which is quite nice. Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll see if we can get them to join up here and replace a weaker unit with this. We built battlements down here because this is a possible target for them as well. I think I'm gonna build the... I mean, I usually don't, like, bother with any of the defensive structures, but, like, I kind of feel like I have to now. I gotta at least be ready. Bastion's Barricade gives us a big advantage. It's 2 free units in a siege. And it gives 10 city stability, so it does something else. Okay, warehouse... Yeah, let's grab Glade Runner given to us by our corporate sponsor, Glade. Yes, when you've done a bunch of metallurgy and alchemy, you may notice that your workspace now smells awful. Glade's got you covered. Let's see, we have a quest to build conduits, so I'm gonna go ahead and build one down here. Luckily, Spelljammers also count as conduits, so we can get to Spelljammer. We may actually want to build it. My favorite Dungeons and Dragons setting. Let's see. Let's go over... Yeah, this is not inside the area of the infestation, so we'll grab this. How much of our income comes from our horde now? Yeah, it's like 180 per turn. It's like 2/3 of our income. Love it. Yeah, these guys need to stay put for now. I'm not sure quite what I'm gonna do if their army just, like, runs past. Ooh, this is 2 tier 4s, huh? How does auto combat go? Ooh! Okay. be sure, those fire giants are powerful. Lesser Magma Spirits is just an iterative caster, and then what, it's 3 Pyromancers? Yeah. So they have plenty of AoE damage and range damage. Their only melee is the fire giants themselves. Let's see. Anvilguard, 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 Gore, Tusk, Piglet.
Oh, Piglet. Those guys aren't going to be super useful because they're so small, but they can taunt maybe if it ever works, unlike when my hero tries to do it.
Okay. Let's see. There's all these random patches of already burning ground. I think, am I crazy? Iron Golems just are immune to status effects, right? No? Okay, yeah, he's burning. Alright. I really thought they were for some reason. I guess it's just their shield gives status resistance, which is unique. Let's see. What's the range on these guys? Because I don't want to get hit by their charge. Yeah, we're going to go there. Here. Arbalest. This is my archer hero. We're going to go here. Yeah, this pyromancer is not going to do a whole lot. Okay. Took their sweet time thinking about what was going to happen. Okay. That was one pyromancer using his ranged nuke. He's going to make his little turret. I imagine he's also going to make his little turret. Okay. Okay. Now, anti-magic tincture is probably going to be pretty important here, because it can remove all of the burning and misfortune stacks that they just put down. I think we're gonna do that. That also gives us a bunch of status protection. So it should be pretty hard for them to get us with that shit again. Now remind me. So you have, yeah, you have a heavy charge. And an AoE melee thing. Yeah, these are Percy strats. You're correct about that. Let's see. We're gonna overdraw crossbow. How much damage do these do? A single shot for 16. Okay, that's not that bad. We'll focus on the actual casters. Pyromancer of my own. Not gonna be terribly effective here. These are, it appears, just straight up immune to fire. Oh, these are also limited time summons. Okay, then yeah, it doesn't make sense for me to spend actions trying to damage them. Yeah, I think we'll Pyromance. Get a little damage of our own down. How many turns before they can use their ranged nuke again? Okay, so they can't use it every turn. It looks like it's every other or thereabouts. I probably... Yeah, the heavy charge strike hits pretty good. But that's without any defense modes up. Ooh, hey, Chula. Hey, Chula, I shout up through the floor. to Chula in the room up there. Welcome everyone. I'm Tom Laughlin. I'm a fellow voice actor and surprise rounder, and you know, there's various contexts you might know me from. And I'm playing Age of Wonders 4. I'm playing as a Dragon Corporation. We're in pharmaceuticals. Look us up in the yellow pages. This guy can throw... No, he doesn't have rock throw. This guy does, however, have... he has a charge, and then, yeah, he's got... Yeah, okay. So, we don't want to get charged. I think we just back up a little and let them come to us. Because they've already used their summon runestone, so they have no ranged option until that recharges. So we're just gonna... I should have backed up before using my anti-magic thing to clear the burning, unfortunately, but... Yeah, I think we're just gonna back up a little. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Yeah. Now back up. Back our cute little tushies up. And we can pretty much reverse the damage we just took by using their special defense mode thing that heals them, which all of my shield and polearm guys have now, because I got this as an enchantment. So we'll go ahead and hit Aspect of the Root here. Way to treat your housemate. I don't have VIPs because I don't know how Twitch works. You must understand. You gotta believe me! Yeah, I think we're just gonna... We're just gonna swoosh. We may as well just get away from these runestone towers if we're not gonna try and damage them. Here, Chula, I can make you a mod, probably. Not that I expect you to spend any effort modding my channel, but, you know, just as a privilege, like, I'm pretty sure Aloha's a mod on here. Oh god, I can't see what's going on because I'm too busy trying to mod Chula. Manage suspicious user. Ooh, I could monitor Chula. I literally have no idea what that does. Okay. I pat my own mods, so yeah, that sounds indeed. Here, can I do, does slash mod a command? Yes, okay, Chula Ephemeris. There you go. I knight you with this sword. Wahoo mod! Okay. Now this 3 iterative, okay, so 34, 17, 17, and it deals damage to enemies in surrounding hexes. Okay. Alright, well first we got our overdraw crossbow boy here. And I think they're gonna continue shooting at the back line. Or, well, canceling the retaliation is pretty important if I'm gonna actually attack him in melee. Yeah, okay, we'll go for that. And we graze, so that doesn't work. Cool. I don't love to see it. Okay. I think we're gonna go ahead, we don't have any support units, so we don't have a lot of healing ability from just our units, so I think we need to be very proactive about dispensing heals to our guys manually. And I'm gonna try and focus down this first giant, I think. With a triple shot here. Okay, we get a little bleed on him. Yeah, I think we just mob this guy. We're probably gonna lose some guys here. Ooh. Ooh. It's not a very high likelihood to work, but if I can get a taunt on this guy, such that he can't actually fight back the person who's attacking him, that would be pretty massive. Here, if I put you here, and then... Let's try it. Okay, that one didn't work. Let's see. What's the range on this? Is it 3? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this guy is also able to try and taunt. Oh. 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. So this guy has to be a little closer. Let's move him here. Taunt. See if we can get this guy. Someday, I will have a taunt succeed. But today is not that day. Okay. Well, our Pyromancer can't do a whole lot of fucking damage to these fire giants, unsurprisingly, but we may as well have him try. Me when I'm a bad gladiator in the Colosseum. It's like a picture of my life. Okay, I'm gonna go... You're gonna move up here. Defense mode. Okay. You take your iterative attack. And then... Jeez, I'm gonna get so many burning stacks. We're gonna try this still. Which one? I guess... This one? Man. No joy. No joy to be found. Alright. Yeah, my position is not looking great right now. Standing in this fire is doing a shit zillion damage, but I don't really have an alternative. And I can't really get onto their back line because of all the... I can't ignore the fire giants. I can see why the AI got wiped here. My guys are a bit Rizless, yeah. There are no, there's no support guys with them to give them, soda pop, so, yeah, they are kind of definitionally sauceless. They are bereft of sauce. Yeah. My backline being 1 Pyromancer and 1 Tier 1 Archer means my shield unit... Yeah, I don't have a very good comp, I'm realizing. This is not totally over, though. I can still clear the burning stacks off of my guys here. Also, not landing any of those taunts was unfortunate. Not super improbable. They were each only like 30 to 40% shot, but I was really hoping to get one of them, which would have pretty much entirely locked down one of their guys. We can get this this guy onto their back row, which, honestly, he probably should have... Yeah, I can think of better ways I could have gone about this tactically also. Do I have Aspect of the Root back? Next turn. I don't know if they're going to live long enough. Let's see. Okay, should have done that before moving my guy in, but, you know, live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Get at their back row. Take our shots. Cancel retaliation. Nope. Ugh, that misfortune is a fucker. Because the fumbles mean I don't get the secondary effects of my attacks. Yeah, my front line just has no damage against these guys. And I need resistance more than I need defense. I have crazy defense, but these guys are doing mostly fire damage. I'm a bit rock, paper, scissors here. Well. Defense mode, you. These guys have 170 HP each. Yeah, alright, fair enough. This was not a good idea. I paid too much attention to simply the quantity of units and too little to the fact that I was not going to have an easy time dealing damage to them, and I would be taking a lot of damage in exchange. I wonder if I could do that fight just trying to ignore the fire giants and just dive their back line. The giants themselves will deal good damage to me, but probably still less than I've been taking from all of their spellcasters just throwing giant AoEs at me unopposed. Here, we're gonna quickly redo the stuff that we did. I should have quick saved before trying that battle and didn't. Stay put. Stay put. Yeah, okay, so that's these guys. Alright, well let's start with this. This looks like a much more manageable fight. Ooh, I could get a transmuter. Yeah, sure. That actually gives me a tier 4 unit that I could immediately turn around and take into this battle if I wanted to try it again. Here. We'll quick save. I'm gonna see if there's any way for me to do this, just kind of quote-unquote ignoring the fire giants initially, and just diving on their pyromancers. We try and stay out of the range of the pyromancers initially. So I think I just walked straight up into their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've gone a slightly different way this time. They've kind of gone far that way with most of their guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want to try to not give them an easy big AoE they can immediately throw at me. And ideally, we also want to not get so on fire this time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, we're still well back from where they can hit. Yeah, it's because my higher tier units are over here. That's why they're kind of moving a little more to that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, we should remain out of their range pretty much no matter what we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. This is our take 2. If this doesn't work, we're just gonna give up on this for now. Let's see. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. I don't want to move through this burning ground, so we'll go there. Okay, let's see what they want to go for here. Okay, that's the fire spreading. Sure, makes sense. You make it a rune stone. And he also make it a runestone. Okay. Their pyromancers are holding really far back. For whatever reason, just their magma spirit is like, I can do it! He's just charging forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't want to come up and melee him, because that'll put me in range of a bunch of bullshit. But I can do a little bit of range damage to him. Pretty easily, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, without really exposing myself to any danger. Here. We're gonna... let's go like that. Get him out of the way. If I fly you here, I can get the pyromancer over here and just, or the transmuter rather, over here and just get one shot on him like that. Sure. I might turn him to gold. I can get 2 shots on him here. Yeah, this guy's just going to shield. I think this guy's going to shield. I'll get my, my pig in position. The pig is in the pokey. What's the range on these? Okay. As long as I'm not that close to them, they don't have a really high chance of hitting me for significant damage. I think what we'll do... I don't want to be very close to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I don't want to get pyromanced for my life savings. 4, 5, 6, so yeah, I don't want to hit anything in melee. I just want to stay back. For the most part. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. They could clip this guy with just the edge of their thing, but they wouldn't hit anyone else. Hello, Ollie Gladman. Nice to see you. Pie romance. A pie romance is me when I'm getting frisky with some pumpkin at Thanksgiving time. Okay, yeah. These guys don't really have targets. Yeah. And then I can cast a spell. Is there anything that helps here? Oh, I could drop a fart cloud on these guys. It's not quite perfect, because... Well, I guess if I do this, yeah. If they want to move forward, they'll mostly have to move through multiple squares of it, and it's far enough back that it's not going to get in the way of me attacking them. Okay, he's going to take a second stack of weakened moving forward. They're going to take more stacks of weakened. Okay. And this guy is in a weird, awkward position behind these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, he can... 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's still tricky for me to try to get into melee with these guys because they're supporting one another from the back lines, but I can do some pretty good stuff with this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, as long as I have guys just barely in front of him, he's not gonna be at risk of taking a big slap-em boingum in exchange. He can also just iteratively attack. The chance to hit Gilded is pretty good. Gilded is just stun plus more, right? He can also eat this. Get his health back. Get some regeneration. Pretty nice. Yeah. 30% chance of stunned plus... And I don't know if this is even temporary. Or if it's just if you get gilded, you are now a gold statue forever. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the gilded. I may be able to kill this pyromancer and the lesser magma elemental. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. That guy can hit maybe a couple of my guys, but if I don't move forward, this guy can't do a ton of damage with his AoE. He can only get like 2 guys with it. Yeah. I think let's go for that. Here, I'm gonna Guild. Wow. Okay, this guy's pretty low. That guy took a good chunk of damage. Yeah. Okay. So we need to get our 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we really want to get our other backline guys in play here. That's the tricky part of this position. I think what we'll do is take our 3-part shot while we've got it to just finish off this pyromancer. That's a good amount of their damage down. Now, I don't really want to run into melee too deep with them just yet. I think we're gonna get this guy out of the way. We'll run the Gore Tusk Piglet in. Because if this gets beat to shit, like, that's a little sad. I'd be sad to lose our pig, bro. But, not really that bad in the grand scheme of things. If they spend their whole turn blowing this guy up, then the rest of my guys will emerge largely unscathed. I think what we'll do... Yeah, the taunt's not at its most useful until we've got a complicated melee formation where you can taunt someone when they can't actually attack you, which is kind of the dream. Does this have to center on a unit? No. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. This is okay. We just want to make sure our ranged guys can't get run over by the giants in response. They might be giants. Be careful about that. You know, the jury's still out. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Let's get this guy down here. I guess we'll see if we can... Fuck. Well, we missed and hit our pig instead. And now it's facing the wrong way. So, yeah, our bacon is cooked. I guess we'll go for this taunt so that it'll just run past the pig and kind of be useless. And we have a spell cast we can use still. Let's see. We don't have a lot of burning stacks yet, so I don't think we need anti-magic tincture. I think what we'll do is... do we want to just fart on them again? Maybe. Because we're probably still not going to be running in any deeper here. Yeah. Yeah, go for it. Let's get as much weakened stacked up on these guys as we can, because that will make them way less threatening once they do close into melee. My utilization of my units is not great. I don't want to have as many melee guys back here as I do, but it could be worse. Because their utilization's also kind of fucked. Okay, yeah. They used their pyromancers to take out the pig. I'm here for the Dragon shareholders meeting. Welcome, Jay. As a voting member of the board, I'm glad to have you here. Fuck this one anvil guard in particular, they say. That's okay. These guys both have, okay, 4 weakened stacks, 5 weakened stacks. Okay, yeah. And their guys both just used their AoEs. So... these guys are, for the moment, not particularly threatening. Okay. Now comes Char's counterattack. We would love to get an overdraw crossbow on one of these guys so that we can cancel his retaliation. I guess this guy? Yeah. Okay, nice. Because this time we don't have the misfortune, so we're not whiffing our attacks. Okay, yeah, let's just focus fire this guy to start with. Yeah. Shoot him 3 times. No bleed stacks, alas. This anvil guard looks pretty... well, he can get 30 health back. He might actually be able to just stand here. Transmuter, not very likely to hit Gilded on a giant, but if he does, oh, that'll be funny. We got the guild! Yo! He's a statue! Okay, that's pretty clutch. And... Oh, ooh. If I can land a taunt here for once in my life. Yeah! Okay. So this guy is gonna need to move to attack him, but when he does, he'll have to move past my unit, so... I think he just has to stop after that. I don't think he can actually move like this. I think when he goes here to here, with my guy threatening those squares, I believe that just costs all of his movement. You're back. What did you miss? Not much. This is our second attempt at this fight, and it is going dramatically better than the first. Okay, so that guy's stunned. This guy's taunted. So actually, my Pyromancer can just do whatever the fuck he wants now. I might just have him duel this Pyromancer. Nah, that's a bad use of him. This guy has to move quite a bit closer to hit my the other guys right now. This Gyromancer. Okay. I think what we're gonna do... This guy can cut straight across to here. He can't do a lot of damage because he does fire, but we can still blink for a little. Kind of embarrassingly, I think I need to send these guys back this way to get onto their back line. If this guy moves up into range to attack, then I can just dogpile him in melee after that. Meanwhile, this guy, he's got 2 stacks of burning. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Sir, I need you to... Unfortunately, I had to leave my range guys there to get full value out of them, but that does mean, yeah, my golem's a little stuck back here. Okay. We're just gonna go for the super flank. This guy now theoretically doesn't need to worry about getting hit. I'm just gonna pop Aspect of the Root. Have him heal up. Shield. I'll wait on this guy's Aspect of the Root, because he hasn't taken that much damage yet. And then I have a spell cast. How much, like, burning and shit can I clear? It's mostly just this one guy who's got anything going on in that regard. I think I'm just gonna ignite, albeit for kind of pitiful damage. These guys, they're pyromancers, but they still take damage. They're not, like, fire elemental the way this guy is. So, yeah, fuck it. I'll just throw some damage at this guy. Set him on fire. Whoa! What was that animation?
Borne aloft on the winds, the fire elemental surges forward. A ballet of destruction.
Okay. Yeah, so you can see this guy was taunted, and he didn't even move, actually. He just stayed put. Okay, so he skipped the turns of both their fire giants. This transmuter, worth his weight in gold. Wonk. And he could use his thingy again, his AoE, but I think now I probably want to just focus down these guys. I guess this guy's still taunted for a turn, right? I think he's taunted for 2 turns. So let's transmuter this guy. Okay. We didn't get the gilded this time, but that's a solid 24 damage. We can probably finish that guy off this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Iron Golem's gonna run over here, pin this guy down. Yeah. We're gonna go there, there. Here. Bop this guy. And stab this guy. Okay, that guy's pretty effectively locked down. We'll have to take a bunch of damage. If he can't move, actually, no. Well, he can back up like this, I guess, but he'll get to take 2 hits. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we just triple hit. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Very nice-oo Shizu-chan. Yeah, Anvil Guard. Let's see. This guy could also... I really want this guy to cancel his retaliation. I think what we'll do... Oh, I can't quite. Can you kill this guy just barely? Yeah, he's got 8 hit points. Okay, if he hits all 3, then he will just barely be able to kill this guy. Which I think is what I want. Yeah! Okay. Now, this guy can overdraw crossbow. Do I care about canceling his retaliation, or do I just want to deal damage to these guys? I don't think I have much reason to even hit him in melee right now. He's still taunted, right? Should be. Yeah, tell you what, let's overdraw crossbow that guy. Deal a bunch of damage to him. So he will be little baby. Just walk up and down smash this guy. Or fumble. Also a valid possibility. And yeah, I don't see any reason to do any wacky shit here. I think we just, do I want to use this guy's taunt on anything? I don't think so, no. I think we just hang out. Yeah. I'm even gonna save my spell in case I need to cast something more urgently later. Okay. He gets to use his AoE, but he's already down to 1 guy, so he doesn't do very much damage. That guy is indeed gonna move back, but he takes a big hit. Hit my golem like little kitten, why don't you? Okay. So this guy can finish that. Let's see. This guy can come in here and finish him. This guy probably should go ahead and pop his roots. Probably should go ahead and pop a roach. My favorite music band. Get our shots on him. And... yeah, we're still not attacking him in melee, so we don't care about using the overdraw crossbow. Yeah, that guy can't really do anything scary, and I might just kill him with an ignite this turn anyway. So I'm just gonna pop this so that this guy doesn't burn for a bunch of extra damage. Let's see if we can get the gold statue on him. Nope. Okay. We might as well pyromance him for tiny damage. And I guess taunt him? Yeah, that was never very likely to work. Let's get off of this burning tile and pop roots. I went to a JoJo-themed zoo and they only had 1 dog. Well, it would have been inhumane of them to have more dogs than that, considering what that would imply about those dogs' lifespans, you know? Alright, you can get out of here, man. I don't even want to have to deal with you. Alright. Okay, he's gonna make a thing. And that's all. Okay. I just have to dogpile this guy. So, yeah, let's just do that. How much health do you have left, sir? 85? Okay. It also works if I can get him to rout. That would also be good enough. Let's see. Overdraw crossbow. Very low morale. Like to see it. 3 hits of flanking will deal even more morale damage. He has to lose 15 more to rout, though. That's probably not going to happen. But well, I can get some more flanking hits in, even if they're not very strong. I think every flanking hit is worth a certain amount of negative morale. I might be able to just kill him here. Let's see. A critting him is also worth neg morale, I think. Yeah, he only needs to lose 4 more morale to rout. Okay, I can kill him. Allegedly, anyway. Yeah, if I don't... I do have 15% fumble chance, regrettably, but, even if I fumble, I should be able to finish him off with a spell, so I guess this is fine. Yeah, neither of these guys can get close enough. Be a hero, Anvil Guard. Ooh. No! 2 hit points. You fuck. Alright. Ignite. Burn the fire giant to death somehow. Alright, so instead of losing everyone, we lose one. We lose the most noble of beasts. We lose a pig. But we are otherwise totally fine. What was he sitting on anyway? Fireforge stone. I think I already have... Yeah, I have 2 of them. Alright. Still, there is some good stuff over here. There's a gold vein, the mana node. This gives production, so that's not very useful to annex. But yeah, I could transmute to get these 2 if I had more cities to build transmutation circles in. A 3rd Fireforge stone is not going to help. I guess I can see, do either of my allies have these? Or I say either, any of my 3 allies. Magic material. They have focus crystals. For 5 gold per turn. Holy shit, yes. We're closing deals. We are in the marketplace. Arcanium ore... Oh, holy shit, yeah, I can just get that. Raptor pro tip. Get that. Okay. So suddenly we have Rings of Binding, so all our heroes have +1 defense resistance and 10% bonus damage. And we get some minor bonuses, a little more experience, and it's a little cheaper to hurry recruitment. I suppose those could matter. We might need to hurry recruitment to not get run over by nature dragon armies. It's definitely in the realm of possibility. Keeping an eye out. Think I can still grab this. And, I mean, fucking whatever, right? Let's just go over here. Money. All right. They've already got their transmutation circle and their teleporter, so let's just fucking food? Yeah, 15 food, 5 production. Pretty good. And sure, let's build a fishmonger too. Okay, let's see what this green army is gonna do. Are they gonna initiate the siege? Or are they instead just gonna fuck around trying to, like, blow up province improvements or do something else? Okay, yeah. They're standing on the teleporter. Would be a bit of a pisser if I had to rebuild the teleporter, since it's a special improvement. But, I... 1, 2, 3... Yeah, all their armies are close enough to reinforce each other, so I can't cheese them right now. He cast Lightning Torrent, which is pretty funny, because my guys are all going to heal that damage immediately, as you can see. Okay. I'll step back here, and... what are you? Oh, you're tiny men.
Huge women, tiny men.
What? How did I lose a guy? Auto combat, why are you wasting my fucking time? I can't afford to lose a guy fighting 4 dudes. 4 little men. Iterative attacker, and this guy is a shock unit. Yeah, like, they don't even have any special abilities. How did I lose the halberdier auto combat? It's like the mountain blade auto resolve. Your 60 Swadian knights, 2 of them were killed by fucking looters when you weren't looking. How much damage do you do? 19? So that's still worth it if I aspect of the root first. Let's just get up in his grill. All right. I guess I didn't really need to do that, but whatever. Honestly, I just realized this game engine could make a really cool Fire Emblem clone. Oh yeah, no, the battle system in this is pretty cool. It's I think last time I was streaming this, I had a sidebar about how much I like Master of Orion 2's ship design and the combat system that it feeds into. This is probably like the second best 4X battle system I've played. Honestly, as a battle system, this is probably better than Master of Orion. It's just specifically the ship design and combat in Master of Orion that's so fucking lit. If you'll permit me to use such a term. Let's see. Get out of the way. Iron Jolum, move on up. I guess... I'm trying to stand my guys on so many squares that the gargoyle has nowhere to stand after charging me. But it looks like I can't prevent every possible place he could move. So, alright. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. I assume he's gonna hit this archer? Yeah. Alright. X-Men, welcome to die! Oh, he didn't become a statue. Lame. Beat this man to death, please. Just pump him full of lead. And I think we'll just move on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up. We've finally got a piece of the pie. I associate that song with a not very good, not very good, but kind of interesting claymation adult, not like pornographic, but adult the way, you know, like Family Guy is adult, animated series from the 2000s called The PJs. Anyone here remember The PJs? Any PJs fans out here? Oh no, the PJs. Probably the correct reaction to remembering the PJs. I saw some of that show. Stares into the middle distance. Roots. Let's... Roots and let's shoots. Let's move there. And we'll get taunts on both these guys so they can't do anything. Ha ha hoo hee hoo hoo. And let's see if we can transmute. Nope. And pyromance. It's not great. Yeah, probably not. I mean, God, it was how... Hang on. I have to look up the PJs on Wikipedia real quick. This is very important. The PJs. American... Okay. Stop-motion animated black sitcom created by Eddie Murphy, Larry Wilmore, and Steve Tompkins on Fox. I never knew who created the PJs. When did this start airing? I feel like this was early 2000s. Oh, wow, okay. The original run of the series debuted on Fox in January 1999. It ended on May 20, 2001, so it's actually even a little bit earlier than I thought. Yeah, I don't think this was a great show, but the main thing I wanted to check was whether its core creative team were black. 'Cause, like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like some aspects of it could be seen to be stereotyping, but, like, I don't know if that's how valid of a strike against it that is, if it was an authentic... If it was authentic insofar as who its creators were. And I feel like there are shows that are very specifically a, you know, X-racial sitcom that are very specifically alluding to and living in that culture, that are more graceful about it than the PJs was. Like, the Boondocks is praised for being extremely authentic and usually held up as being like yeah, this is something you should aspire to be like. And I don't think most people would say the same about the PJs, if I were to guess. We're gonna swap out this guy for a Bastion. Oh, Tom, people will reinforce negative stereotypes of their own group. I know. I just don't, I don't feel on very firm ground critiquing the PJs as a portrayal of the black experience in America. I don't think I get to do that, especially if indeed its creators were black and it was not, you know, inauthentic rep by 2 white guys. If I looked it up and it was like it was created by Mike Judge, I would be like, I don't think you should have done this one, Mike. Let's see. Can our scout get here and grab this without getting ganked? I don't know. Looks a bit risky. But I think we're gonna go for it. There's not much else for our scouts to be doing nowadays anyway. Seth MacFarlane is one of the executive producers of the Good Times animated remake, and it shows. I don't know what Good Times was or what the remake is, if I'm being perfectly honest. All the other nodes here, I would have to go into the zone where these guys will aggro me, so we're not gonna do that. We'll hang out. We'll hang out. Yeah, this guy will continue to, grab shit from here. Phantom Menace. Hey, I've been watching your voiced playthrough of Trails in the Sky on YouTube, and I wanted to say that you guys made such an engaging and entertaining playthrough of a game I had never seen before. Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much, Phantom Menace. I'm glad that we enhanced the experience for you. We had a lot of fun ourselves, to be sure. Sigh, Babby. Is Babby, are you saying Babby because Good Times is a really old show? And you think even I at the ripe old age of 36 am too Babby to, The army with the ruler moved off by itself. Oh, she's so gankable, even if she has 3 more guys, which I have to assume she does. Oh, she's so gankable. Oh, you're so dead, Queen. Go off, Queen. And by go off, I mean go off straight to hell. Can get some interesting stuff. Oh, we get access to these guys from our allies' vassals. That's very interesting. I actually didn't know that was a thing. So we can get Radiant-focused guys, if we want some. We finished researching adaptive armor. That's a siege project, so that's for offense. We don't super need entwined protectors, because we have so many good shield units already. These are not bad. They are better than onagers. They might be worthwhile. But are they what we most want right now? We just unlocked transmutation. Melt armor would be pretty good. AoE fire damage against the... I was gonna say the grass people would be pretty good. Steel Skin is actually not great because one of our 2 remaining opponents does a shit ton of lightning damage. And neither of our remaining opponents do a lot of physical damage, so the defense doesn't actually help that much. In other circumstances, that's a great one. Glades, we don't need anything else from that, really. Artificing. Okay, so that's bolt repeaters. Artisan fortification would be okay if we're worried about the defensive sieges. Fumigation is not great. Pyromancy. Yeah, we don't want anything from that. I guess we could just take bolt repeaters. I wouldn't say there's anything that's clearly superior. Melt armor is really the one thing that I would want more. So we could re-roll a bunch of times looking for exactly this. I might. An AoE... That's a really nice quiver to have in our armament. How much damage do these do? These are a repeating attack, 1 hex radius, same range as the onagers. Catapult is a single hit for 20. Unit has to reload the next turn. Do bolt repeaters not have to reload? Because if so, they are actually substantially better. Yeah, okay. We'll try bolt repeaters. And we want to get that casted. Sorry, I haven't been checking chat for a second. Joking aside, Good Times was a 70s black sitcom, and the remake is animated the same way every adult series is now. Okay, so it looks like Family Guy. And yes, I feel comfortable deriding the age. At the much riper age of 37, you got me there. Just like in our group, I am almost the oldest, but Piff has me beat by like a couple months, I think. Sky is so good, I continuously think about it even years after finishing it, and continuously forget there's a full series after it. You don't really need to play the rest of the series. Just imagine a much cooler timeline in which Ouroboros was interesting, focused, and well paid off. Imagine that that was the story that had been told instead, and you will be happier for it. Yeah, so we're just going to make a work camp here. We're gonna grab this gold. Precious gold! Oh, hey, King! Welcome in with your party of 3. We're continuing to expand our portfolio. Here, we're gonna move this. Yeah, move you here, move you here. We're gonna zoop back here and just tag it with my hero, Academia. Do I need to worry about... I guess, let's save, because I didn't bother before, and I should. Welcome, King, and role-playing good girl and Voidy plays. We're playing Age of Wonders. Man, this Halberdier, the AI just loves getting killed. I think I'm gonna accept it in this case. It's 3 tier 2s, 3 tier 1s, like, that's not that unreasonable. And I'd rather save the time. True Sight's actually not too bad, considering the, it counters the, forest walk, quote-unquote. And flanking? Yeah, who can we throw this on? Flanking damage... that's more important to have on someone who's gonna dive deep. That's cool, but actually not super useful on him specifically. Here. What does this staff do again? Right, this is Conjure Animals, single magic attack. This is gonna be good against the nature guys. We're gonna swap him over to an iterative orb and give him this flanking ring. Flanking and True Sight. And let's make sure, let's do a quick pass, make sure our heroes are outfitted how we want them. Yeah, frustratingly, just +1 resistance is probably the best thing we've got on that right now. Do we have a better cloak? Magic attack still +20%. Ignore 2, ooh, plus Star Blades. Yeah, that's probably a little better. Even if the base +% damage is a little weaker. Yeah, okay, we'll swap to Charged Robe on him. And then I think we've already got what we want on these guys. Let's confirm that. Damage fortified, Umbral Malady immunity. 10 hit points, 2 defense. That's better than that, probably. Charge resistance and Quill Hide. Oh, charge resistance. Oh, we can't put that on our dragon because he's a dragon. Okay. All right, we'll leave it at that for now. The boardroom has finished our mana obelisk. I just finished playing some Date Everything. Oz's character is great. Oz's character seemed great from what I saw of her on Jello's stream of that game. Let's go ahead and... let's get a stonemason for faster production from here on out. The Vats has armored up a bit. Yeah, there's actually not a ton more for them to do right now. They're not quite a likely enough target that I feel obligated to make a spell jammer right now. Requires 2 farms. Yeah, they're kind of low on food for the size of city they are, so maybe we Sacred Meadow, build over top of... what is this? What does this want to be next to? For adjacent conduit. We don't have any conduits here. Well, that's okay, I guess. 2 quarries. Do we need those for anything? Requires a conduit. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna build over this. Yeah. Make a Sacred Meadow. The only thing that hard counters the flanking Ren is Nash, who cannot be flanked. Who can? Please, Mr. Who cannot be flanked was my father. Just call me Nash. Let's see. This is also a good one to build at play if I'm gonna get sieged. It's a free iron golem. Let's... we can't make a spelljammer, but can we make a magic cylinder? Oh, if only. Let's just get more income here. They don't desperately need defenses. Okay, we just finished this guy. Okay, yeah, we're done clearing this stuff. So, let's get out of here. Yeah, if I had a couple spare high-tier units, I could go back to these Silver Wonders. Oh. It looks like... no, this still has the Explorer option, so I guess... maybe they just tried to do this and died. This is why they've got a 2-stack without a hero sitting here. Unfortunate. We're gonna build more Glade Runners, I think. We've still got plenty of shield units. And did I finish? I thought I was building one here. What happened to the Glade Runner that I was building there? Maybe I went back in time and then forgot to queue it up again. That's probably what happened. It's probably before that battle that I fucked up. So now we can see the rest of this stack because we got our True Sight item. Yeah, it's only 5 guys, burgers and fries. Yeah, no, we can totally get her ass. Which is good because there's like another 18 stack over here. We have to try and thin down her numbers while she's out of commission. So let's drop a quick save. Actually, let's... okay, here we go. I have to move a whole stack there. 1, 2, 3... move you there. 1, 2, 3. You're already close enough. Okay. Get him. Get him. How do we do with auto combat? Pretty okay. I guess that's fine. As fun as it would be to watch me. No, you know what? I feel like getting some revenge. I want to see her die. I want to see her body hit the ground. I want to let the bodies hit the floor. Wah, ah, ah, ah. That's a different song. Never mind. Look at this fucking cheese strat. Ah, my ruler who can res my whole army is gonna sit back here, tethered to a thing that takes damage for her. Anyway, go, my scarab. Never thought I'd see the day the AI would intelligently use such a bullshit unit. Actually, I tell you what, this only reses plant and animals, right? Where is the silly thing? Dead friendly animals and plants. Okay, so some of these don't count. The bone wyvern doesn't come back. This guy will, cause he's a plant, right? All her guys with that are plants. Yeah, guy is chosen. Okay, yeah. That guy comes back. This is just a penguin. Oh, that's an animal, right? What are you? Technically. Yeah, empowered beast. Okay, that's an animal. All right, I guess it's everything except her bone wyvern, annoyingly. All right, well, it be what it be. Let's get ready to beat her up to fuck. Let's see. How far can you move? Okay, that's fine. These penguins. Okay, we'll go ahead and pop this. I could have done that a little better, but it's okay. And we'll put that on him also. So if the aspirant knight comes in, he won't do that much damage, even with the charge. I'll position fairly far forward with my ruler. What's the worst that could happen? Bolster the old defensoroonie. And again. And again. And that's not something he does. Okay. Something, watch the light leave her eyes. Maybe. But I feel like, if memory is serving me, that's like a line from the movie adaptation of one of the Harry Potter movies, which I don't want to quote. Because fuck that. But yes, in general principle, that is exactly what I want. A nice 5 damage there, idiots. Let's see. Miasma Cloud, maybe? Maybe? Maybe. See, this is where Melt Armor would be great. I would love to just drop that on her back line right now. I guess I'll just throw Ignite. I don't care about anything, really, more than dealing damage to her. This'll take the damage instead, but she'll get the burning stacks. Aram, there have been rumors that DragonCorp is considering buying the majority share of stock in both Wyvern and DrakeCorp as the face of the fake of DragonCorp. Do you have anything to say about these rumors? Yes, they are similar to Schrodinger's cat. They are both true and not true simultaneously. Whatever in the context of a given conversation results in the higher valuation for DragonCorp's stock price. Much like how Elon Musk was trolling social media to pump and dump Twitter stock prior to being forced to actually buy it as a result of his market manipulation attempts. Very similar to that. So, yes, today, when I have just bought a bunch of shares of DragonCorp, I will say, yes, we are planning to acquire them and restructure them to increase short-term profits. And then when I pull out of the deal, naturally, that will be right after I sell all of my stock. And then we will repeat that as many times as I am legally allowed to get away with, which is as many as I want because the SEC is toothless. Let's see. You have a breath attack too, probably, right? God, yeah, I forgot. She's also got the breath that reses her friendly units. It's so fucking dumb. The nature stuff is so crazy. Alright. Can I cancel your attack? No. No, I can't do that, alas. However, I can get some good damage on you. If I can hit you, ever. Yeah, what do we want to go for here? Probably just beating it up in melee is going to be easier because it's sitting in this bush, which is making it harder to hit. Still, oh, that's actually got a 100% hit chance for some reason. Awesome. Okay, I think what we'll do... Let's go for... I'm gonna get this guy closer to the action so that he can use his big AoE to hit more relevant things, I think. So what we'll do is we're going to... It's 2 retaliations, but not for very much damage. Yeah, that's fine. Just go ahead and bop. And let's get a penguin hit on him in a second here. Move the afflictor up this way. X burning. Oh. Relight my fire. Something, something, a burning desire. Here, we'll feed this guy a soda. See if we can get that poison off of him. Ooh, and 2 stacks of strengthened. Don't mind if I do. 2 stacks of strengthened. Don't mind if I dengthened. And this guy is very unlikely to be able to hit him, so we'll just bring him up here. Here. Take his shot. Now this arbalest, yeah, let's go for the overdraw crossbow. Nice, nice. Cancel the retaliation. You'll never know if he's monopolized or not until you look into his insider trading. Yes, but who will look into my insider trading? Who's going to stop me? Okay, let's see. Oh, that's right. This guy can just literally charge all the way in here if he really wanted to. It's probably not a very good idea just now. Here's what we can do, though. Bring you here, and then... How much movement does he have left? He can go several. Yeah, we'll do this. Take a bite out of crime, and by crime I mean penguin. Let's get that. Get that bread. Necromancer doesn't have anything to necromance just yet. Fury has some targets, but I think we want to move him up. And go for 2 hits that are more likely to hit. Dragon Cola can cure various small poisons in the small print of the merchant. Dragon Cola has a 90% cancer rate. Bit. Okay, we have taken out the one unit that can't just be free rezzed with her map-wide ability, so that's good. Let's see. Do I want to rush my ruler in there? What do we got? Gore-Tusk Piglet, Young Caustic Worm, a Wild Speaker. Does this totem do anything? Does it have an attack? It doesn't look like it. I think what we want to do is just... Let's see. I've got 2 bolstered defense. I think we'll move the ruler up here. Yeah, I can't get a very good tail swipe, but that's okay. Let's just move here. No, not there. I want to move somewhere where I can hit both these guys, but not hit my guy. Yeah, there we go. Take out the penguin. The Batman villain, I mean. Specifically. Repeating, of course. Yeah. Let's buff defense on my backline dive guy. Cobblepot's days are numbered. Call me Gotham PD. Cause I'm pissing down. Alright, I don't know what he's gonna do with the ruler. Let's start with the heal, yeah. Oh, was that the heal or the breath? Okay, that was the heal, this is the breath. Okay. How many action points do the units get back when they're rezzed? Hopefully none or 1. It looks like none. A-cap. All cops are pissing. Thought we were fighting poison ivy. Yeah, actually, yeah. That is a much more accurate analog to what is occurring here. Okay, she used both her res effects there. Thankfully... Did she cast a spell that did that? I'm not quite sure. I don't have a little notification here. Something gave her obscured in here. Anyway. This has a cooldown, right? Yeah, 1... Yeah, okay, so she can't use it next turn. So I have 2 turns to kill her. Cast a spell. I have 2 turns to kill her before she can res anything. I should have no trouble whatsoever finishing this guy off. Yeah, Penguin can just drop kick him repeatedly. Okay. The good news, even though she can bring all her units back, the good news is the morale penalties still accumulate. So if I kill enough of her guys, I can get her army to rout. But, like, Jesus Christ, man. It's so fucking absurd, yeah. And thankfully, yes, it does res them without action points. But the Bone Wyvern apparently counts as an animal. I guess it's undead, but also an animal, so she did get that back. What a bitch. Etc., etc. Let's see. Let's move this guy here, and... Probably take a few shots at her in a second. Nothing is more important than killing her before she can use those abilities again. Okay. Let's get the Bastion in here, I think. And the Afflictor doesn't have a line of sight to hit anything from where he is, so... Ooh, yeah, what about... Delectable. Actually... Yeah, okay. Fire! Yeah, we hit these guys and only these guys. Bam. Oh, you love to see it. Okay. Arbalest. Let's see. The Arbalest up. And take a shot. Take a shot every time Aram says, take a shot. The recursive drinking game that's guaranteed to give you cirrhosis of the liver. Luckily, we don't have to play too careful here because this was such a lopsided fight to begin with. Let's see. Who can use some removal of status effects? Probably my guys over... Yeah, my guys over here got poisoned. Here, drink a sody. Ooh, you love to see poison to get replaced with regeneration. Let's see. Let's give you a soda. Let's give you a soda. It's a pretty minor effect, seemingly, but actually a pretty useful one. Just being able to dispel, like, the first damage over time effect. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice, NGL. Pretty nice, OpenGL graphics renderer. Okay. Can we necromance something? No, because she rezzed her guys, right. No, nothing's actually technically dead right now.
My beloved corpses. They've been taken from me. Brr. 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 Brr.
I could fly straight through here. But I think we're just going to bop this guy instead. Bop that guy. Let's try and get this guy back down. Get down. Get up, Mom. It's a little keyboard kid reference for you. Very funny old internet sketch group that used to do those things. If you res something before she can, she also can't res that. Yeah, I guess if I turn a corpse into a Skeleman, then the corpse won't be there to get rezzed. So yeah, I have a very minor, limited ability to preemptively disrupt her from rezzing something. Because that's a once per battle ability, so I can only use it on a thing ever, unfortunately. But, yes. I do have some ability to do that here. Can I mean, my ruler's taunt never ever works, but we can give it a shot. If I could actually land it, that'd be... Ooh! Ooh! Okay, that I think will prevent her from doing anything fancy. I think she has to just run up and down smash me now. So let's move my ruler... actually, yeah. What we can do now is just... fly over here, and then tail swipe. That puts me in defense mode, so she's just gonna have to, like, come over here and bop me once, I think, if I understand correctly how that works. Do I have any way of canceling... No, I can't cancel her, retaliation other than by just hitting her in melee once with this guy. Well, I guess second wind gives me slippery, but I think I want to save it. Ooh, actually, I can actually get killing momentum here, can't I? How much damage does one hit from her do? And it's not that bad. Yeah, so if I come over here... I guess I don't really need that, though. Yeah, let's just... Bam! Let's get rid of that guy. Where's our necromancer friend? Oh, that was already undead, so I can't res that. If I can kill this penguin, I could get somewhere. Any way I can kill this penguin in time? Oh, actually, yeah, probably, because I can, enemy units in a 1 hex radius. Okay, yeah, so that should do the extra damage to both of them. No, she cleansed the burning from herself by one means or another. Okay. I think that's still what I want to go for, though. Deal a little bit of damage to her. Damage the penguin. And that means Steel Blast can kill it as long as it hits. Okay. So now... No, why can I not? Oh, that's Strengthen Undead, right, okay. So Raise Undead. Aram, I've heard a rumor that members of the DragonCorp Board of Directors have given their support to Nestle in their actions. Do you have any comments about this rumor? I could do a bit here, but instead I'm just gonna say, no, I deny that rumor. Nestle is too vile a corporation even for me to do bits about. Fuck Nestle. They're terrible. They're, like, legitimately one of, like, they really go out of their way to be, like, a truly vile corporation in terms of environmental and societal impact in the developing world. Like, they are specifically responsible for entirely unnecessary water shortages all over the place. They're just awful. So a bunch of bullshit happened over here. I do not see what... Somehow Taunt got removed from her, but also she got decaying, and she's burning again. I don't know. I guess because of the decaying zombie? I forget, does he, like, have an aura of decay or something? I genuinely don't remember. Anyway. We can, ooh, 25. Crit chance. Yeah, that's a little more damage, I guess. This doesn't cancel retaliation, though. Yeah, so before anything else, we need to try to kill her. Let's see. Much as I would love to do it personally, I'm not really in position to do that. Crit. I literally Googled Nestle's crimes and got a long list of things that would probably make your average government say, whoa. Yeah. Yeah. That's how Nestle do. Okay, immobilized, canceled retaliation. Get him, decaying zombie. Now is your time. There. Go home, you horrible woman. Get out of here. At least I'm just assuming from... Well, no, I think the game has pronouns. I believe I am, you know, as much as I loathe my enemy, I would not stoop to misgender them. But no, I believe the in-game pronouns confirm Sumaskira is female. Go home, you horrible woman. Batman to Poison Ivy. That is dialogue I would love to see in a comic book. Just, go home, you horrible woman. Get out of here. What are you doing? Let's see. Genuinely, I'm trying to find her bio to confirm pronouns. She loves her creations. Okay. Few. Take all the corporate crimes that that they can heap at my feet. But that's a bridge too far. Okay, now, Jesus Christ, there's another, these guys are a fucking 18 stack on their own. With a good number of tier 3 units as well. But no heroes. And now that she's banished to the void for a few turns, she can't cast spells either. So this should be not too bad as 18v18s go. Oh hey, Nom Nom Freshman. Thank you for coming. Tip of the Cthulhu hat to you. And thank you for the subscribe. Tomathan Aramne's real? Very much so. Real and in your neighborhood. Okay. There's nothing I can do to give myself more of an advantage here, right? I'd have to, like, fast build a golem mine or something. Yeah, nah. And Spelljammer wouldn't do anything because she's not going to be able to cast spells anyway, so. Alright, let's see if God is merciful, maybe I don't have to, maybe I don't have to manual this battle. Maybe I can just win this with minimal losses, given that they can't throw spells, but I'm not counting on it. Let's see. In my neighborhood, a coincidence, I hope. Who can say? 4 units. I don't know that I can hope for a lot better than that. Was it an Afflictor, a Bastion, Pyromancer, and a Fury? Yeah, okay. Literally, that'll save me like 45 minutes, so alright. I'll accept a modest array of losses, as long as it's mostly below tier 3s. So I need to replace a Bastion, Afflictor, Pyromancer, Fury. Well, okay, yeah. Okay. And that preserves the teleporter. Ooh! Not enough dollars for a sub right now, but I hope you have a fun stream. Thank you very much, Level 30 Lawn. I appreciate it. I think that may be my first time hearing the bits jingle. Okay, this is our rule. Yeah, alright. Always end your turn in defense mode. That's gonna be pretty good for us. Meanwhile, okay. Yeah, jeez, there's another... So we just killed 18 guys. There's 20 more guys over here. How is it that the Green Dragon is, like, solo carrying their entire faction? Not just, like, does she have way more powerful abilities? Somehow she's shitting out units while the rest of their side is like, here's like 12 guys, I guess. Whatever. Oh, I lost them all. I'm gonna go cry for 8 turns. It's, like, I'd feel annoyed if I was her in this position. This is kind of fucking unacceptable. I guess we bring back this Arbalest for now, since we now have we have some space in the party again. Let's build a replacement Pyromancer here. The Shadow Dragon is also carrying your side, just not solo. Yeah, not solo at all. I am soloing these 2 right now, and like I'm happy the Shadow Dragon was actually able to defeat the Order Dragon on its own without my intervention. Like, thank God. But like, look at all his guys. Put these guys somewhere where they're gonna do something. Man, why are they still over here? Please, I beg you, do something with them. Sir, please. I'm trying so hard over here. Okay, the VATS. Yeah, I need a replacement Bastion, so we'll start building one there. And then R&D can't build tier 3s, so they don't really need to do anything right now. This really is just the prequel to every Fire Emblem game. I guess we'll send... There's more to grab underground at this point, so we'll send this guy that general direction. Yeah, okay, these guys are going to continue hanging out at Warehouse. They need to stay and heal for a little bit. This guy needs to leave immediately, because that's like all of Blue's armies converging on him. And we can dig and also pickaxe. Nice. Okay. All right, well, crisis averted for now. There's another, you know, giant army of guys coming at us from green, but without the ruler, I'm much less worried about them. They're still strong, but they're not busted as fuck. Now, one reason to be concerned is that Blue is also hanging out over here, and his ruler is alive. But his ruler doesn't res whole armies over and over, so I'm a little less concerned. Ooh, we unlocked some new options here. Coast, river, and water provinces grant +2 food. Rivers count as road from... Okay, that's not too bad. I have a lot of Imperium I could invest. I just don't want most of these abilities. I mean, I'm building a couple of these now, but that's not very much gold income to add. I don't need much more mana income. I guess a siege project is worth something, but I'm not sieging anything right now, so like... Yeah. Hilariously, it's kind of the astral skills that I'm mostly interested in getting. Alright. Yeah. No, I guess we just wait for, wait for higher tier Materium and nature stuff. There's some decent stuff eventually. Could take, you know, just plus vision range. It's not too bad. Yeah, we'll save it for now. There will be things to spend it on. Alright, new tome time. We can't get tier 4s yet, right? Okay, yeah, I have to have 6 total tomes unlocked, and I also have to have 6 affinity in this. So I can already get tier 4s for Materium. I would need considerably more nature or chaos to get tier 4s out of those. Well, let's see, what else can we get at tier 3 right now? Terramancy, I know we were looking at Dreadnought, which is pretty funny. But it's really best paired with Construct, which we skipped. Terramancy is okay. It's got, doesn't this have, like, the best siege project in the game? Oh, okay, this has been changed a little. But that's still pretty good. For the whole battle, repeated earthquakes that destroy walls, towers, battlements. Yeah, that's still pretty good. It used to just destroy all walls, towers, and battlements, period. Which made it, pretty good. Oh, Tome of Dragons. Well, this is probably something we should be taking, right? Grants enchanted units. This is for battle mages, of which we don't have very many, but we could. Firebomb, a magic attack that deals damage in an area. Okay. So all my battle mages get an additional 6 range AoE 1 hex. That's pretty good. Ooh. This kind of duplicates, the anti-magic one that we already have, but a heal in a 1 hex radius is very big. Draconian transformation. Turns all our guys into dragons, so they all get draconic rage. That's not too bad. Natural regeneration. Heals 10% at the end of its turn in combat. Heals 10 hit. Oh, okay, that's pretty good, yeah. Dragon attack. Siege project at the start of combat. Okay, yeah, not too bad. Especially good against the nature guys, since it's fire damage and burning. Young dragon. Young fire dragons that grow into... Okay. And then depending on your alignment, you can make obsidian or gold dragons. Are these summoned? No, they're recruited. Okay. And it gives us a thing that lets us build wyvern units also. Okay. I mean, this is pretty flavorful. I feel like we probably have to take this. There is some other good stuff. If we're talking major, like, super growth's one of the best minor transformations, but we're not beast spec. Yeah, no, we'll take Tome of Dragons. What are we talking about? It's this, we're playing a dragon in the all-dragon map. Obviously, we're taking Tome of Dragons.
Invoke fear, like the mighty dragon does. Channel this
Ooh,
primal
okay, so
power
do we want the
loose
race
and
transformation? Do we want the
free. Mold your
AoE
people to the
heal?
likeness of these
I
mighty
mean,
world shapers, and
we're already
build
Dragon
Dragon King
CEO.
in
Our
your
employees should really be dragons
See
as
how
well.
your enemies bow to your might, or perish in
Yeah, we're just gonna go for that. It's fun. And let's go ahead and cast Adaptive Armor. This will be good, because every time we take like a little bit of blight damage from Nature Boy, we will gain resistance and status resistance. Construct bolt repeaters, pretty good. Boardroom can annex another province. There is fuck all that's any good left, to be honest. Yeah, is there anything we can get like a bonus on that we don't have already? Quarry makes walls build faster, I suppose. We're probably gonna want to build a wyvernary. I guess we just, let's build a third quarry for, no, because farms actually give us more, yeah, we'll just build a farm. Farms inherently give 10 food. I can't believe that the DragonCorp CEO wrote a memoir and is now requiring all employees to show their draconic spirit. Yeah. It's like school spirit. This is one of the only places we can build a farm down here, so let's go ahead and do it. R&D can annex a province. Do we have... Ooh, fishing ground. Yeah. Plus a bunch of food, please. I probably should have built a quarry, actually, but it's okay. So much food. We can get so big over here. So big. Can we dig that from here? Yeah, okay. Dig that. I can dig it. These guys are done. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have them swing through and see if we can maybe do Temple of the Tome. I've got this guy now, so my 6 stack will be a little stronger than it was before. We can give it a shot, I guess. These guys have kind of underperformed relative to, like, how many of them there are. Okay. This is the 6 guys we would want, I think. So let's just pop up here and come around this way. And these guys, doodle-a-doo. I guess I'll just have these guys heal for a second. What do you mean they now heal less? Oh, it's because they're standing on these ashlands now. Alright, well. Whoops. Whoops! I could run out and try and beat up these guys. Oh, this is not a 1 stack. This is probably a 6 stack that just has guys in the forest, isn't it? Hang on. Let's, which is our guy that has the seeing eye? Our seeing eye bird? This guy. Look with your special eyes, real quick. Yeah, okay. I don't want to get him far away from the city. These guys might still come and immediately initiate a siege, and I did lose a couple of guys beating up that that previous army. Yep, you're gonna stay put. You're gonna stay put. You, sir, are gonna go somewhere else. Yeah. I need to be a little careful of guys potentially coming through the underground. He's coming right at us! Are they gonna come burn down my teleporter again? Yes. Yes, they are. What is blue gonna do? Is he perhaps going to park an inappropriately small army within range of me exploding them? It looks like that's what they're gonna do. Ah, this is finally, I see. So I can permanently make shock units weaker but be faster and harder to hit. Whatever. I'm not spending mana on that. I barely have any shock units anyway. Yeah, man, you can have open borders. That's the guy who hated me until I could do something for him. It's just how business relationships work, I guess. Okay. Let's build the tier 4 here, I guess, so that we can finally build tier 4 and 5, I assume, units here. What does this take? 15 population? Yeah, that's gonna be like 18 turns before I have that, so it doesn't make sense to wait. Yeah, we'll just eat the full cost. Oof. We found an iron deposit. Spinach for iron! Cereal commercial. Don't worry about it. Imagine your dragon leader leading the forward army on a siege of a city, and once the rest of the army gets there, you find out she's been killed. Yep. It's, I'd be a little pissed if I was the rest of those guys. You had the ability to infinitely resurrect your army. What do you mean you wandered off with 5 total guys by yourself? For that matter, what do you mean you wandered off with 9 total guys by yourself? That's only barely more acceptable. Down here, also, I can attack this 2 stack, which will let me fight only 14 guys instead of 18. But I probably want to wait for that. Do I hurry recruitment on anything? Well, that's gonna finish in a turn anyway. Yeah, drachma is what we named my my ruler in this, because it sounds vaguely, plausibly draconic, but is also a type of currency. Okay. Jeez, I have not had to chew through this many enemies since the final mission of the base game's campaign. Where it's like you and 5 allies who are not very useful against 1 AI on very hard who can basically just fart out 12 new units a turn because of all the bonuses they get for the difficulty level they're on. And he's constantly churning out like tier 4s and 5s also. It's crazy the amount of bullshit you have to go through to actually finally pin him down in his capital and end him. Many, many battles that had to be fought on manual to make that possible. Okay. How do we do with Otto? The bus driver from The Simpsons. That's not acceptable. 15 versus 9? Nah, I should not lose that many. Even though he has a couple... He has a couple tier 3s. I don't think he has any mythics, right? No? Yeah. I mean, and he's quite strong. But, you know, he's not that strong. Otto was never acceptable. There was never to be peace between us. Okay, well that spell shield can move 8,000 million miles in a turn. This guy will probably run forward and use his breath if I'm grouped up like at all. Actually, this guy loves to use this curse that only affects one unit and barely does anything. So maybe he'll run up and use that. Fucking waste his turn on that shit and nothing else. That would be nice. Let's see. We want to tag as many people as possible with the defense buff on this. So let's move forward like this initially. And then pop this. And then continue moving forward with the Bastion to here. We don't really need to use our heal right off the bat with our rulers, so we won't. In fact, I'm just gonna put my ruler all the way up here. I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Yeah, we'll get some immediate resistance. In anticipation of this guy coming forward and breathing on us funny. These guys are all ranged, which is a little annoying with this guy being able to just run up and down smash them. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no bed. Here, we'll hang out in this bed of lucky clovers. Heart stars and horseshoes. Clovers, dare I say, and blue moons? Consider it. Pots of gold, rainbows. If you're lucky, maybe even some red balloons. Let's see. Penguin? Okay. Let's see how this goes. I should have saved before initiating this fight also, but you know. Ow. That was chain lightning. Okay, he's going over there. Is he gonna use curse? No, he's gonna breathe on just the penguin. Okay. I mean, that's fine. He had a sprint! Son of a bitch! He fucking pranked me, bro! He is bringing all his strength to bear against my penguin! Okay. Well, unfortunately, these guys are pretty far out of the way. I was really hoping to bait him more this direction. I strayed a little closer there. Okay, well, let's see. He used his breath and only hit one guy, and it has a several turn cooldown. So now I actually don't have a ton to worry about from his hero, from his ruler. I think I'm just gonna, let's see. Yeah, mostly it was just my penguin that took damage there. These guys got a bit lit up with that chain lightning spell, I guess. I could drop a heal on them, but also most of them can heal themselves with their roots, so I don't super need to. This guy has... yeah, he's got the arc damage. This is mostly range stuff with just this one Storm Spirit in here. It would be very nice to get a melee unit just parked on top of these guys. Because they can't even move directly back with that Storm Spirit. Oh, wait, no, maybe they can. If these guys all have phasing... Astral Blood, Astral Attunement... Yeah, okay, they have pass-through, but... They can't stop there, so they'd have to move back a bit. I think... Yeah, okay. Let's bring the Iron Jolum over here. Arbalest. Steel Shaper can come through here. My Ruler, I think I want to just pop the heal this turn, because it... Ooh, I could do the taunt also. My Ruler hasn't taken any damage. The taunt has 4 range. Okay, okay. Yeah, what can I taunt, potentially? From here... Yeah, probably taunting one of these melee guys away from here would be the best move. Let's go for it. Yeah, let's taunt the spell shield. So he'll have to walk over here and do not a ton of damage to me. And then I want to bring this guy forward as far as he can go. This guy, let's see, he can cleanse his Electrify. Yeah, we'll probably want to use our Ruler's heal here. Could just barely throw it over there, but that's only for the penguin and nothing else. Could breathe, but that's not gonna get me much. So yeah, I think we just... move these guys up as far as they can go. And I always get to end my turn in defense mode now. Okay. Are we gonna get to kill anything this turn? I don't know. Infinite Book of Moon. It's a strange game reference to see in these parts. Let's see. I guess I'll overdraw. Maybe taunting this guy will prove to be unnecessary. He's quite killable from where he currently stands, it would seem. I think we're gonna... Yeah, let's have the Afflictor. I might actually need to... This guy doesn't have phase, right? Yeah, he doesn't. I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna have... Let's pop this. Actually, we can get a little bit more out of it by moving this guy first. Let's pop this. Bolster everyone's defense. And then we're gonna bring the bastion in here. And use defensive sweep, which can hit both of these guys. And also will transition him to defense mode afterward. So, it'll be hard for these guys to get full value. This guy won't be able to use his multi-hit thing. Let's see. Feed the penguin a soda. Something you should not do at a zoo, but can do here. Ah, that would have been a great thing to do before running my bastion in there. Dropping this fire on them. Whoops. I can't really get my penguin out of here. If target is slain, right, you get hit points back for that. Okay. That's not the end of the world. Oh, that'd be so much damage. That would be really nice. But we can hit these. We can hit the ruler and this thing, I guess. Or we can just... no, it's really hard to hit those guys with ranged attacks, so we'll just do this. Arbalest. And I'm gonna have my Chargin' Chuck get in here, and I think... I don't really want him faced around to where he's gonna get shot full of lead by these guys. I'm a Chuckster! Yeah, I think what we'll do... come here with him. I didn't mean to move him. Oops, I thought that was... Okay, that's not what I thought was going to happen for the movement, but it's not the end of the world. Let's get some temporary hit points by beating up this spell shield a little. That guy will probably die when he disengages to go attack the ruler, because the ruler taunted him. Here, let's get the... I can feed him another soda to get rid of that, give him some bolstered resistance. Actually, I can... Ooh, yeah, if I steel shape him right now... Yeah, I can full heal him, which is worth more than just the defensive stats that he had. And then let's back off a little. Actually, bring him over here. Okay. And the Bastion can stay put. And this is my other Arbalest. Yeah, shoot this guy. And you can't really do anything from there, sir. And I've still got these guys. Yeah, let's just give our defensive aura to them. Oh, look at these resistances. Oh, baby, a triple. Necromancer can't do a ton just now, I'm afraid. But he can go here and get a little more damage on this guy. And I didn't use my spell cast. Just throw an ignite on something, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Or afflicting miasma if I have a good place to put it. But I'm not sure I super do, because I'm going to want to be able to move through here. So I think we'll just... Yeah, I think we're just going to throw an ignite on... Yeah, fuck it. Just throw it at the ruler. Get another stack of burning on him. I should have done that earlier in the turn, because I have some guys with star blades, so they deal extra damage after a spell cast. But that's okay. Anyway, eat shit. Okay, fulmination. That's not as bad as getting hit by chain lightning. Okay, he's coming over here and just using his basic attack. Okay. That guy's running away. Okay. We're focusing him now. Damn. Okay. Well, it took pretty much all of their attacks to bring him down, so that's not too bad. Sad to see a bastion go, though. At least I can necromance him. Let's see. You're not the one who automatically... Okay, yeah, no, this isn't the unit type that automatically goes into stasis after it gets hit once. So I don't need to worry about that shit. Let's see. I think it's time for Diverino. He can't use his breath again. Yeah, he still has to wait another turn for breath. How much could I do with my breath? Pretty okay amount. Could hit 4 guys with that, or I could tail swipe and really dumpster exactly these 2 guys. I think I'll go for the breath. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's see. These guys, unfortunately, are just gonna have to keep running at him from quite a ways away. It's a nice area of effect damage down, though. That guy is just gonna self-heal. Arbalest. Come in here and take a shot. This guy. Can you overdraw anything? Not really. You, practically speaking, can't actually hit that guy, so bring you here. Sure. Shoot that guy. God, it's fucking impossible to hit the people I want to hit. Okay. If I bring this guy over here, I can devouring spell. Oh, no, that has very short range. Okay, just a second then. Get those good repeater crossbow shots. And that good soother attack, probably. How much health do you have? 18? Can I fucking get you? Not by moving there, I can't. Can I get you? Yes, I can now. Okay. Yeah, I want to move him up this direction anyway, so let's go for that. Bazort. Where's my divey McDive pants hero? Oh, he got stunned because... Ah, alright, that's annoying. But alright. Alright. Penguin. Have your revenge. Honestly, just bored. I have so many support units. I have too many support guys. Here, a soda will remove that electrified, and then you can throw a little thing. Give him a little bimp. Let's see. Where are my valid targets for Raise Undead? Okay. Yeah, let's Raise Undead here. And kill off this thing. It's pretty unlikely to hit, so I guess we'll just... Yeah, just gonna shield. And I still have a spell cast. Maybe now... Is he still burning? Yeah. And so is this guy. It looks like. Yeah. Okay. Now we go for Immolate, maybe? Yeah, sure. Okay. Hopefully... Ow. Ow, there's another chain lightning. What's he going for here? Okay. Getting a second spell cast, but not to cast an especially powerful spell. And then... how many attacks? Okay, he missed one. Okay, okay. That guy's probably fine then. And I think that's just an Arbalest anyway, so it doesn't super matter if he dies, but I'd rather he didn't. Oop, he tried to move and got et. Okay, looks like we're totally fine. We do need to dogpile him and kill him before he can use his breath again. Let's see. There is nowhere I can move to hit the ruler with all 3 shots. Let's just take out this guy. I guess let's just throw another Ignite on him for a tiny bit of damage to get the Starblade procs where we can. Because we know that everything just comes down to we want to kill this guy this turn. Nothing else particularly matters. Get our decaying zombie hits in. Have him take the retaliation. Nope, missed the overdraw crossbow, alas. Let's go back here. I guess we might as well try to taunt him. Okay, nice. That, I think, will deny him the use of breath. Nice. There he goes. Okay. And then... Penguin Assault! Fuck! I need more melee units. It's so hard to hit this motherfucker. Eh. Magic Missile never magic misses. There we go. Okay. Lost one guy. That's okay. Okay, so... I don't think we want to immediately go for this, even though I'd love to save my teleporter, because I'm down a couple guys myself, so it won't even be that advantageous to fight 14 guys. If I had a full 18 stack, it would be, but right now, probably not. I could hurry recruitment on this pyromancer. Yeah, I've got a lot of money, and I have a discount on hurrying recruitment anyway, so yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I can't build tier 3s here, unfortunately. So we just start building another pyromancer. Do I have the movement to go and bop this guy? Annoyingly, not really without getting caught out far from the city. These guys could probably turn and beat me up to fuck if I go for that shenanigan. Haha, what a shenanigan. So I'm just gonna have to let that 5-stack be, unfortunately. What armies is it selecting? These two? I mean, I can see. Let's quick save. Can we get anything done here? 15 against 14. Follow me, set me free. We'll be caught out we'll be caught out away from the city. The syllables could use some work. Auto combats? Oh, actually, that's pretty good. We're killing that many guys, and we're losing 3-2. Oh, we lost the penguin, though. Sag. But, yeah, if we kill those guys, what does that leave? I have 12 guys left, and so does he. Get some stuff. Oh, okay, and because that included the army that was destroying my teleporter, that does save the teleporter. We've saved Christmas. I could really use regenning this health. So I'm not gonna press my luck this turn. Oh, actually, I can't even move back all the way onto the city. Okay, I hope that's not gonna be a problem. Actually, I don't have any guys that are in range of any of my other teleporters, do I? It's a scout. I got a quick save from before I went for that attack, so if it turns out that gets the rest of my... I can't even... Oh! They can't even... Oh! Ah, that's a real nice one to get on him. He's gonna do a lot more damage now. Demolishing Heart... Yeah, I don't need any of those. Do you have any good items? No. Do you have... No. Do you have any good items? No. Let's just check. Is it worth getting rid of any of these guys? No, they have absolutely nothing going on. Okay, we'll build palisade walls so this can't get blown up instantly if someone wanders by it. And we're gonna... Yeah, okay, there is an enemy army in that vicinity. We're gonna try not to get too close. Ooh, he's building an outpost down here, it looks like. Well, well, how intrepid of you. You're lucky that there's 8 million guys right here, and I can't possibly afford to send a guy to try and mess with you right now. Alright. This scout is likewise gonna come down here. fats. Ready to build more things. They are a tier 3 city. I guess it might be worth making the Wyvern Eyrie. +3 knowledge per adjacent unique improvement. I think we, yeah, let's try the Wyvern Eyrie. The farms are actually pretty hard to replace here. There's not many places I can put them, so I'm gonna keep those 2 farms. Or boosts to buildings and such. Okay, he's gonna... Oh, what do you mean? What? These guys are here. Is it because they're in the city? They don't count? Okay, hang on. Well, okay, this is not gonna go well, but let me just, in that case... I did not know units in a city were disallowed from... supporting units outside the city. I mean, in that case, let's see. What is the best thing to do then? These 3 guys can't move outside the city. These 2 guys can't move inside the city, so I might... If I went for that, I'd have to abandon those 2 guys. Okay, give me a second then. I just kind of arbitrarily decided how I wanted to do this attack, but it appears I need to be more thoughtful in which units I use. Specifically, it has to be... Hang on, why can I not just go there and then... Why is that faster? Oh, because there's no... Oh, okay, well, hang on then. In that case, if I turn on road building, I can go here. Yeah, okay. That means I spend less movement doing this. Let's see if the auto-resolve goes the same. Yes, it does. Okay. Okay, yeah. That's what we need to do. Luckily, building roads takes no time, just like in real life. Okay, there we go. That's how we avoid getting mega fuckoed. This is our backline diving man. Let's see. Fire damage on attacks, inspiring killer, cleaving sweep. Yeah, what do we want? Charge attacks grant 1 grace. Heal for 10 hit points when struck. Does not trigger on retaliation and opportunity attacks. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take fire damage and increase damage against burning targets. Yeah, Palisade walls. We'll do all the same stuff we did before. This guy's taking this. I don't need to react to the rest of those. Yeah, these guys are gonna stay here until they heal. These guys, yeah, this is the scout. This is the other scout. Actually, right, we want to get this stuff. And we were building the Wyvern Eyrie. There, okay. Wyvern Eyrie, Wyvern Theory. Okay. Remember, building roads is important. It's infrastructure week, baby. These guys are just they're not even gonna resume pillaging the teleporter. That is weird. That guy's just hanging out. These guys have rolled up. The green ruler is respawned already. I hate. Units regenerate 1 hit point per 2 movement points they have. Okay, so if your unit stands still, they regen health faster per turn. That's, like, moderately useful, I guess. I guess that's not bad, given that it lets you regenerate a bunch in enemy territory, compared to something like this that only works when you're in friendly territory. That could be worth it. Ooh, a signature skill. Green Dragon. You can hate or you can reanimate. Let's see. Do I want any of this stuff? That's not good. That's okay, I guess. That's decent. Adaptive vigor. The meteor strikes I could see taking. Yeah, sure. We'll go for this. And with the extra skill point, yeah, fire evocation deals more damage. I could get electrify. Magic attacks and abilities have a chance to inflict blind. I don't think I'm gonna bother going for curse because I've already got many special abilities on this friend. Electrified, ignore obscuring, magic attacks plus 20% crit chance, plus 20% accuracy. Yeah, that's probably what we want to build towards next. That's a bigger damage buff. So, okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and get this. Ah, the Glade Runner. Harrison Ford's Glade Runner. And I need to replace one of my bastions, I think. Yeah. Okay, they built a Town Hall 3, so now they can build Tier 3 units. I'll still, I guess... how much does it cost to hurry recruitment? Oh, not that much, actually. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I didn't recruit anything for Rally of the Lieges yet. Do I want any of these? Sun Priest. I've got so many support units already. I don't think it makes sense to bother with that. These guys won't be of my race, which is a little unfortunate. What's your transformation? Status and spirit resistance. Yeah, they're not ideal, but plausibly they could be worth buying just to get me units faster. But I think it's probably more effective to just hurry recruitment. I've got a lot of money, and I need units, like, a lot of fast. Yeah, tell you what. Let's hurry recruitment on this Pyromancer. And then start recruiting... Oh, these guys... Oh, Summoner. What the fuck are you? Is this a special Tier 3 unit of... This is a support unit. What are you, sir? Why have I never seen you before? It's summoned based on the last spell cast by their side. Oh, okay, so that's a summon, and then link with magic. Okay, that's not great for me, but that's interesting. I think I'll go one more Pyromancer, maybe? I need to get... I have so many support units. Yeah, what I need is... We're gonna... Yeah, let's hurry recruitment of this guy as well. Can he move, or does he show up? Okay, yeah, he can move immediately. That's pretty nice. So that does save 2 full turns. We're gonna go for that. I think we've got another Bastion on the way down here. Yeah, okay. So we'll build another Glade Runner here, I think. We've still got enough shield units to form a pretty good defensive line of Koopa football players. A ruler, we've got these two, we've got another Bastion on the way. Possibly we could use like one more, but I think I need damage right now. The battles that have been hardest for me have been the ones where I've just got a bunch of little shield boys whacking away for no damage. So I want to avoid being in that situation. I'd rather risk having a few too little of a front line, as long as I've got plenty of damage. Yeah, let's build a bathhouse. And you still can't build tier 3, can you? Ah, okay. In that case, forget the bathhouse. Let's build this first. These Koopa football players will hang out. I don't know why I can see that astral pickup. It's a bit of a mystery. Am I doing anything with these guys this turn? Got 11. I could probably ride out and try and blow up this 7 stack. And then there's 12 guys down here, but they've got a tier 4, so they ain't nothing to fuck with while I'm still well below full strength myself. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, okay, so we need you here, and you here, and then we're gonna go boop. Okay, cool. A thing where I can finally just let auto-resolve have its day. And actually, I don't even particularly need to double back to the city this time. Well, no, I guess it's still a little risky to go out for this guy. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I... no, he won't have enough movement to get back to the city if I inch him even slightly closer to this. Alright. We're going to continue trying to play not greedy. Are they in the city? I can't quite remember what exactly which hexagon constitutes the city. I think it's these. These two guys are about to show up, which will give me a lot more support. Damn, it'd be funny if these guys wandered off to do something else and I could just be like, hee hee, and randomly destroy their outpost by just moving a scout onto it. Alright. Oh, here's Archon Blood. This is the first fucking thing I've seen all game of any of those resources. crazy. Anyway, you can have that for now, sir. I suppose you're entitled to have some things. I can't really go down here. I think that's where my scouts were killed off before. So, we'll go this way. You hang out. You hang out. Oh, wow. Did I just... Wait. How the fuck are there all these notes? Do these respawn after a while? Because I definitely would have mined all of these already. There's no way I would have had my guys a million miles away in the underground if all this shit was still here.
Oh, the possibilities. Oh, there's 2 of them.
So much space for activities now. I have like 8 of these boots. My boomer wife when she goes shoes shopping. Does anyone else wife have too many shoes? Okay. I don't think I can sign up for that bounce. Historically, me capturing Omnisphere has not lasted. I don't think I'm going to promise you anything, sir. If I ever need to spawn a bunch of guys immediately, there is that as an option. Okay. Bats made a bastion. So we can join him up to one of these guys. Hang on. I think via the teleporter. Oh, no, he's just walking like a normal person. Oh, right, because the teleporter is being sat on at the moment. Zoop. Okay. These guys can come over here. They need to be out of the city, we have learned, in order to reinforce. So let's just see if we can do this. Put you here. I bring you guys out here. 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 Those guys are still healing. Those guys can attempt the Temple of the Tome, but let's first see if we can make this happen. Okay. Okay, I am being reinforced by my armies. Cool. Like to see it. Okay, so this is 16 against 12. Does have an Entwined Scourge, but everything else is tier 2 or lower. Let's see how we do. I lost 1 bastion. That's okay, considering I wiped out their whole army. Gotta level up on my ruler, too. The teleporter lives to fight another day. You're doing something now, right? Okay, thank God. All these purple armies that were just sitting around here are moving in a direction. They're moving east, maybe north. Maybe they are going to land and attack the Green Dragon's capital. That would be great. Better still if they actually succeeded. But even if they don't, it will remove so much of this constant pressure from me. Okay, he's got that. +1. I could tack into more retaliations. Oh. I can make defense mode stronger now that I always enter defense mode. But I don't super need more defense. I desperately need more resistance, first and foremost. I could just buy straight resistance on me here. Straight resistance. That's the buff everyone gets during Pride Month. Could go infinite retaliation attacks. That's not too bad. Regeneration when retaliating. Yeah, I could go full, like, just I'm gonna stand next to you and be a problem spec. Would be pretty good. Is there any way I can get charge resistance? That would be even better. Right on, Teal Chorus. I think what we'll do is... This is kind of neat, because anything that starts as turn adjacent to me slowed means you don't... Well, you have one less retaliation, which usually means you don't get to retaliate, period. Infinite retaliations is, like, obviously pretty strong, though. I start with Sentinel, maybe? Or just... If I want to get down here, I'd have to go either from this part of the tree all the way starting at the beginning, or I'd have to just go resistance into stuff. Probably just resistance into stuff, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think it's worth building toward infinite retaliations. Okay. This outpost can just hang out. I could build a teleporter, but it doesn't need it. Yeah, we're just gonna build this mine. What's mine is mine. Are there any more resource nodes to grab? I don't think there are. Yeah, no, not really. So it doesn't super matter. Yeah, and that's already in my domain. Yeah, I guess I'll just build down this way. And what's the most useful thing to have? Two quarry and a forester gets me that stuff. Yeah, I guess I'll build a... Sure, I'll build a quarry. And then, actually, I need this bathhouse, because I'm dipping into unhappiness. And hey, let's build an iron golem. Let's diversify our shield unit portfolio. Ooh, a conduit. That gets me closer on my little quest here. Yeah, we'll build that. And it's getting pretty late. I think I'm gonna wrap up soon. Let's see if we can do this Temple of the Tome. I got some decent units tier-wise, but as we saw when I tried to do the Black Hammer Furnace, it can matter a lot if your damage types are, like, countered or effective by what's going on at the specific place. Let's find out. Okay, so these are the guys who, after 5 turns, they summon a Balor. Yeah, I can afford to spend some mana to make that 8 turns. Ooh, 2 tier 4s. I did not remember that shit. Alright, well, technically I still have more strength. How does auto combat? Not great. But that's also without spells, so let's give it the old college try, shall we? Okay. Big elephant. Okay, so this guy's kind of like a fire giant. He has a charge strike and then a 3-pip adjacent hit that hits in an area. This guy just he's a flying skirmisher. Zealot, that's just an iterative boy. This is the other tier 4. I've never seen this guy before. Fire Templar. Fire Cleave. 1 hit, 1 hex cone. Okay, and then what is this? Pyre Cloak. Enters defense mode, and adjacent enemy units take damage and could become burning, and... Okay. So he's got an offensive defense mode that's kind of neat. And then a warlock and a gremlin. Okay. Okay. The fire wyvern's probably going to use his ranged attack. This will hit decently hard if it gets the charge. But it would also have to charge pretty far ahead of its friends if it went for that, so I think I'm okay with trying to move up and forward position against it here. Yeah, I guess that's the question. Do I want to try and bait it in this turn? Honestly, I think I kind of do. I think I'd rather it get that 1 hit, but have to move all the way up into me. And these guys will be a little further behind. What's the range on this? Ah, okay. That, however, could be a problem. 1, 2, 3, fucking gremlins. This can spin me around and cancel defense mode, at which point I'm getting absolutely ass blasted by this guy from behind, so... Yeah, alright. I guess we do play back a little bit. Yeah, we can do this, but we stay there. We don't move closer. And then I want my transmuter somewhere with a sight line. A room with a view. The arbalest doesn't matter as much. Yeah, we'll try this. Okay, yeah, as expected, he's going for that. Gonna give me the old swoople-doop. Okay. This guy's lost morale for some reason. Ah, oh, they have mana addiction, and because there's no ruler, they won't be casting any spells, so they're just gonna lose 5 morale every turn. That's useful to know. Just these 2, though, I think. And what are you again? target enemy unit and another within 3 hexes sustains those effects. Okay. I could put down a fart cloud and just back up. How often can this dude do this? Not very often. And can this guy can do this every turn, right? That's not a cooldown? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so unfortunately that combo is still on the table. Oh, they parked this guy behind a column though, so he actually has a slightly harder time getting straight in on me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get as far as there. If I back up further, I then can't really back up any further than that. But that might actually be the play here. That also gives these guys an extra morale hit. They haven't used any meaningful cooldowns yet. And that lets me put down my cloud. And hopefully get a bunch of them in it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try that. Let's see if this, if we back off again, if we can get the weakened on them and have that be effective here. Where exactly do I want it, though? That guy's gonna move around through there. Yeah, let's try this. This guy probably has to step through at least one more tile of it. This guy probably has to step through 2. Yeah, let's try that. And then I need to back up pretty much as far as I'm able to back up. Here. 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 Checking range. No, that guy needs to move even further back. Uh-oh. Okay. Nah. Yeah, okay. Mammoth. Checking mammoth range? Fuck. Yeah, I guess there's just no perfect solution then. Oh, you know what will be funny, though? If I have this guy face backwards, then if the gremlin uses its thing on it, it will then be facing the correct direction. Yeah, fuck it. Let's try it. Okay, this guy I will face the right way. Everyone else, yeah. Actually, I guess, yeah, no, we'll have everyone face backwards who can, so that we're playing around gremlin.jpg. This is gonna hurt a bit. Okay. Ooh, that displaces. Okay. Still, those guys don't get to act this turn. And now I'm the one who gets to take the first turn where we're all just right up in the shit. Hopefully, I can do something here. See. Fire's decent against these two. It's not so good against, unsurprisingly, the Fire Wyvern and the Pyre Templar are not super affected by fire. I didn't know that was a displace. That means my my ranged boy here is in a bit of a pickle, a bit of a picular state. Let's see. Also got the transmuter here. Ooh, yeah, that's true. I could fish for a gilded proc, which would be very, very potent here. This is a single unit, so it's not going to lose any offensive power unless I kill it, because it's a single figure in the stack. Same with this. So what I want to avoid is splitting my damage and not killing either of these this turn. Let's see. It's not very easy for me to hit that guy with a lot of my guys, unfortunately. I think we probably go bolstering chant on our boy here. Yeah, I think I have to just dogpile this elephant, even though I'm gonna take some decent licks from the rest of these guys. I've got 40 damage here, 30 damage here. 18 there, so that's 88. If I move these guys... Yeah, I can probably kill it if I just hard commit to it this turn. Okay, I think that's probably the best way. Transmute can sunder defense. 45%, so he'll probably graze. It's a shame I can't hit him with the overdraw crossbow because of... Why is it because of line of sight? I know there's units in the way, but I thought it only mattered if there was terrain in the way for line of sight. Oh, that's not a real space. Oh, because there's like a... No? I don't see anything in the 3D model to indicate that this is blocked, but apparently it is. I see, so that's why he's line of sighted. Ah, that sucks. If I could overdraw crossbow, I could cancel his retaliation attack. Okay. Well, given that I have no way to cancel his retaliation attack, I guess we're gonna go ahead and take it on this, this Iron Golem. Oh, his retaliation still has displace and replace. Interesting. Hang on. So that means, if I understand this correctly, if I hit him, his retaliation is gonna move him there and this golem here, I think? Maybe then I can hit him with overdraw crossbow? And this guy might have a higher chance to hit? Let's find out if it works that way. But he'll also be next to my caster. I think there's a big column there. Oh, yeah, it's because of where I had the camera positioned, it wasn't rendering. Okay, yeah, alright, that makes sense. Okay, so let's... Yeah, he is immune to burning. But this guy doesn't really have another attack, so... Take our 3 hits. Now, if I do this... No, okay, that does not apply on retaliations. I got a crit or 2, though. That's kind of nice. Also, now I can move this guy. Okay. This guy's actually dying better than I thought he was gonna. I've still got this guy who can kill him. He will be facing the wrong way and not in defense mode if he does, but that would let me start turning this damage onto other people, which could be more useful. I could also go for the transmuter. I probably want to transmuter other things. Here, let's 22% chance to guild. Yeah, this has a decent chance of making this thing skip its turn. But first, we need to know for sure that this guy's dying, so let's do this. Now... we don't get the guild, unfortunately. Overdraw crossbow. No. We're just gonna pile damage onto these guys. Alright, let's see how badly I get counterattacked here. There's the Warlock. Gremlin's running around over here, so he's gonna do his Bipper Zip again, which ironically will turn me the right way. Yep, that guy's gonna get in here, but only for one hit. Yeah, okay, so they're going for my ranged units, which makes sense. Okay. Those two guys go to low morale now, which is pretty nice. He's diving my back line. I can dive his back line if I want to. I can also pump out some pretty good damage from my hero here. Oh. And this Pyromancer is still free, though, again, that column's kind of fucking me. Yeah. I guess I could AoE those guys. But it's probably more valuable to... finishing off this thing's important, because it hasn't lost any potency. It's actually stronger now, because it's got Draconic Rage in effect. Let's see. Yeah, I think... yeah, this guy can't do anything in his current position. $54 damage. That's gonna be overkill against him. Yeah, let's work on this Pyre Templar, because he's iterative and now he's in melee, so he can deal a lot of damage if he was left unchecked. Spells, spells, spells. My golems are still actually doing okay on hit points. And these guys aren't super powerful DPS hoses. So I think I'm just going to try and collapse on his front line and let his back line be for now. Do I need anti-magic here? Not really. No. The transmuter is really, really debuffed because he got cursed by the guy. Well, he is also burning. I guess I could anti-magic that, but this only removes 2 debuffs, right? Yeah. So that actually doesn't even super address the problem. He's weakened. So anti-magic would make him do more damage. I just don't know if it's better than just dealing extra damage or healing someone. I think I'm gonna... yet. Alright, I think we're gonna try anti-magic. Removed weakened and slender defense. Okay, so now he deals more damage. Let's triple this guy. Okay, he's down to 65. I want to kill these two guys if I can. Let's see. High Romancer. Could shoot through at him. He looks stunned, but he's not. There's literally nowhere he's allowed to move right now. Every square next to him is already occupied. Okay. Let's bring Golem over here. I was kind of hoping he could get a crit. He did not. Let's see. Pyromancer can just barely kill that thing. Yeah, if I move my Transmuter, the Pyromancer can finish that guy off, which is probably what I'll have it do. Let's just bop that guy. He's still got 2 figures left. Okay. We move the Arbalest. He's gonna have to just take... Ow. Oh, this guy still can't move. Shit. Okay. In that case, he'll finish that thing off. Oh, he's insane. That would do it. This guy can barely do any damage to the Pyre Templar, so... I guess I'll bring him up here and... Yeah, even with the flank, he does, like, no damage. So I'm just gonna have him go after these guys. Anti-magic may have been a mistake. It may have been better to just straight heal him. We'll see if he just dies this turn. It's entirely possible. Ow. Ow. Oh, then again, he's backing off from this guy, though. So, actually... Okay, he's still alive for now. And I can dogpile these guys pretty effectively. What the fuck did he get stunned by? Do you have secret effects, sir? Right, that guy entered defense mode, so he can't be flanked this turn, but he can be machine gunned. And I think he will be. Okay. None of these guys are burning, but still, this deals a little bit of damage to all of them, and we'll finish off that guy. Oh, that's right, the gremlins have, once per turn slip away, which I actually, you know what, I don't even mind in this case. Normally, slip away, I'm, like, super fucking pissed about it. Here, don't mind so much. Okay, didn't get the overdraw, but I can kind of get in there and beat his ass. Here, I'm gonna do this because I want to use up his retaliation so that this guy now can move. Yeah, get over here, sir. Okay, this guy's at very low morale and has to move through here, so I think that's okay. What I'm gonna do is bring my golem here and roots him. And just be in defense mode next to these guys to make their life more frustrating. Ow. Oh, he crit with that? What a bitch. Okay, that guy's running away, and he missed that. Okay, good. They are spreading their damage all over the place. I actually have to start worrying about this Balor countdown now, because they're running so far away from me. But still, it will most likely be okay, because I have direct damage spells that can help polish up the little bit of extra that I may end up needing. Okay. Now that my ranged units are out of getting sat on jail, this should get a little easier. See if we can just remove this guy. Okay, cool. Pyromancer can drop some decent damage on both of these guys. Gremlin teleports. Iron Golem's got plenty of health. He can run after this guy. This Golem needs desperately to use his roots. He's got so many stacks of damaging things on him. And my hero... you need to not move through fire. But yeah, we can bring him up here and... Okay. And then this guy... 3 stacks of burning. If I walk through here, it'll be 5. I think you just hang out, sir. 4 stacks of burning, 5 stacks of burning. Yeah, I think I drop anti-magic again to clear those. Okay. And then he's not gonna die from the burn this turn, so I can heal him if I have to. We raiding the Pharaoh's tomb? Kind of. Okay, he's routing. No, because I can guaranteed kill him now. Here, let's see where he teleports. Oh, yeah, okay. So that's the gremlin. Yeah. Overdraw crossbow. Pew! Okay, cool. Woof. All right, so that was doable. Just required tactics and spells. Hunter Spider Mount. Gives you a jump and a web. That's pretty good. With the cultists and their ritual undone, the Temple of the Tome at last falls silent, and Colvin the Warden is free to investigate. The cultists were not praising the deities for whom the Temple of the Tome was built at all. A malicious-looking scroll sits in the center of the ritual circle, an artifact used to summon beings from a world called Abadoth, bearing illustrations of beings like dire penguins. It seems the cultists were using this scroll to call on this demonic power. The demonic scroll is silent and yet incredibly captivating. So much knowledge rests within, so we get 472 gold, always. We can get a bit of knowledge. We can summon a dire penguin and take 10... Oh, with the unspeakable horror trait. And take minus 10 alignment, or we can get 20 alignment. As funny as that is, we're a little beyond wanting to reserve spots in our army for tier 2s, as much as I would love to replace our original penguin. I think instead we're going to acquire this shell company's intellectual property. And our ranger... Yeah, this is a really nice one. Range goes up if you are not engaged in melee when the turn starts. So if you are able to just stand still, you can just machine gun at greater range. So yeah, we'll take this. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like... That's like a good little triumph to end on. So, I mean, another session of slow grinding progress, but hey, we killed like 40 guys over here. We have successfully defended our warehouse against all comers so far, and it looks like Purple is finally mobilizing his shit-zillion guys to do something. Although he himself is going this way for some reason. I don't know where he's going. So, slowly we're making progress. It is absolutely crazy how much my ability to close out the game is checked by the abilities of these heroes. I say it every session, but wow, this is a real fucking slugfest. As I suppose, you know, a business war is when there is not a clearly dominant competitor. None of those choices seem great for how comparably difficult the battle was. Yeah, for having to beat 2 tier 4s, getting a dire penguin is not the best thing you could hope for. You would hope for maybe something a little stronger than that. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh, hey, I just realized we might not even need to build an outpost here, because R&D can expand through the underground passage to here and then here, if I really want to. Maybe. I'll probably build an outpost to start with, and we'll consider that. But anyway, that's for next time. Yeah, we will end this one here, and I will be hard at work thinking of another vaguely pun-related title for the next stream. Because I don't have one to just pull from the Teal Chorus bank. I gotta stand on my own 2 feet and be my own brand manager now. It's the way to go. And before I close out the stream, I just want to repeat my little plug from the beginning for those who weren't here. I didn't want to interrupt the stream when raiders came in because it's a little obnoxious to interrupt just to, you know, shill instead of continuing to play the game. But yes, I want to return once more to my shill of the Wikipedia page of the PJs. Make sure you read this of Miryoku-kan. I will be here signing and selling prints August 29th through 31st in Baltimore. Consider stopping by if you're in the area and you're an anime convention kind of guy, or gal, or non-binary pal. Would love to see ya. And until then, until next stream, have a good night, everyone. Good night and good pharmaceuticals.